a quarterback, how fine is the line between tip the ball up and let your receiver make a play and flip the ball jump?
I mean, I feel like we have confidence in the guys that are on the field right now. I think we have a lot of guys who can go get the football. So, it's really just trusting yourself and having the faith and having the, control of the ball. Really is, if you're accurate, you can put a ball in a place where he can only get it. So that's really that.
I imagine a lot of that comes with just experience.
I guess so. I mean, I'm confident in the guys that I'm around, and I know the other quarterbacks are confident in the guys that they're around. So, it's really just if we think they have an opportunity to go get it, we'll throw it.
Well, yeah, guys like Cam Smith and Tim White are sometimes like tempted really just to throw it up there, kind of having to be blind faith.
Right. Well, those guys, sometimes when you're trying to judge a ball, whether to throw it back shoulder or whether to put it up, those guys tend to have a separation at like 11 yards, 12 yards. They'll have that extra oomph when they're running. So, those kind of guys, you could just put it up and trust that they'll just go under and get it. Right. Well, like on days like today, right after practice, I'll get dressed, go eat. I'll go watch film right after now. Then after that, I'll go home, watch film because they'll put corrections on there. But I watch the practice before corrections get on there to see if I can pick up on it first. So then I'll watch it after corrections, then I'll go do tutoring or whatever. And then when I get home, when I have nothing else to do, homework's done and everything, I'll just go through it again and watch some game film and try to get some, game reps mentally.
What's your evolution been like in that regard, from watching yourself when you first got to ASU to now? What do you see?
I'm just more patient, really. I see that I can see the defense differently. I pick up on things a little bit quicker than I used to. I'm just more comfortable, really.
It's really the best time of year in your mind. For the game on Saturday, really go ahead and just develop at your own pace.
Right. Well, I think it's a time for all of us to get comfortable as quarterbacks, comfortable in the guys that we're around. And really just, building a rapport with other guys that are on the field and building a relationship. And, receivers, you have to be getting timing down and all that stuff. So, this is a really good time. And also in the summer when we're not doing complete teamwork, when it's no coaches, when it's just you and some receivers and running backs out there. So, little times like this are just good for building real good connections.
What's your plan with that as far as getting everybody together for your informal workouts? And you have to worry about that?
Right. So during the summertime, when we can't work with the coaches or anything, we'll have skill development about 3 times a week. Well, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, we'll go out, do 7-on-7, go through some team tempo, stuff like that. Stuff we would really do at practice. Just no coaches, music's on, having fun, and guys are just, making sure your body is used to it still when you get back out there in the summer.
So what are the keys to maximizing that?
Going fast, really. Making sure our tempo stays up, and just having fun with it, really. So, that's really it. Thank you.
What's the fine line between putting the ball up and letting your receiver make a play as opposed to not putting the ball in jump?
Putting the ball up, as in like leading up the field, or
Well, I mean, just taking a chance and hoping the receiver makes a shot, but at the same time, you don't want to put the ball in jeopardy. How fine a line is it?
yeah, well, we trust our guys completely. We got great receivers, and we know that our line and our running backs are going to pick up protection. So when we get one-on-one coverage and stuff, that's when it's kind of you can go there and you got that option. There's some times where the DB may win on the line of scrimmage, and it slows down the process. But for the most part, our guys win a lot, and we're going to give them a chance, and whether that's up front or back shoulder.
Brady, can you discuss the challenge between holding the ball too long while you're waiting for someone to get the ball up versus getting it out? I think that's a difficult balancing act.
Yeah, you just got to trust the guys up front. They're doing a great job. And there's times where you might get sacked, but as a quarterback, it's your job to get the ball out of your hands, not take a sack. But for the most part, on those, giving the receiver a shot or a quick game, you're going to be able to get the ball out of your hands. The line's going to provide enough protection. And then if there's times where, guys come in for you're not you might just have to throw it away and not take a negative play, or if you have the opportunity to put it on your receiver, it's just kind of in the moment. But for the most part, you should be able to get the ball to your hands, and it's rare that you're going to be holding it and taking a sack, as your best option.
Is it, do you think this way, when you're going to the ball, is it more beneficial to wait that extra seconds to see if you take a sack, or would you rather just get the ball out?
I think it all depends. I think if a guy, like I said earlier, if a guy's struggling off the line of scrimmage, it's probably not the best option to just throw it out there, because the DB is going to have his eyes around and going to be ready, so it could be a ball in jeopardy. But for the most part, our guys are winning, so sometimes you may have to sit and wait for their eyes to get around or anticipate that, but it's your job to get the ball, and it's all that timing that you work on with extra time and with your receivers. So you should be getting it out, but there's times where you're gonna have to sit on your back foot a little and wait for them to maybe win a little more, but for the most part, you're getting it out.
The other guys, how difficult is it as a quarterback to know to put the ball up and let receivers make a play, and yet not put the ball up?
It's pretty much based on game situation. You have to know what down it is, what the down and distance is, what you need, if you need a field goal, if you need to scoring drive, where is that in the game, if it's late, if it's early. So it's just about the game situation and awareness that you have to have.
How difficult is it to kind of get all that in your head? And I would assume it's experience plays a big part.
Oh yeah, it's definitely difficult because the game is pretty fast. So when everything's moving, it's just about keeping your composure, and all that comes with time and repetition and repetition.
This last week of spring practice, so obviously the data for starting position is not going to determine this week, but do you still feel pressure because this is the last week of spring practice to leave that coach with that last impression on the way to the whole game?
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's not any different than any other week. Every week I strive to win the day, beat everybody out. So just last week is just the final touching points. Make sure you leave a good impression. Go out strong. We have a big evaluation coming up, so it's just about doing everything right. All the details, all the mistakes you made earlier, get in the film room and correct them.